Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Here's Thomas Morstead out for the opening kick. And the nightcap to a busy Sunday is underway. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. They go again with Taylor. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Only 1 yard for them, and now we'll see what they decide to do on 4th and short.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. He gets the 1st and more inside the 15. And he has it all the way down to the 8. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. Nets them 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the 1st. From the red zone now. Quick slant complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Is that all right?
Play action, Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
Now here he goes.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that 1st down marker. You found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the 1st down.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Running back sent in motion.
Is that all right?
Fields on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Colts will take over. New set of downs for him at the 38.
I'm not flying. I'm not flying. Here we go. Here we go.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Broke through the tackle. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
Let's go now. 18 ready.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Misfire there, couldn't connect. Looking for the back that time. So now it's 2nd and long.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. His first throw is an interception. Nick Cross has it. And the Colts take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. On the draw, this is Taylor. And they're ready for him at the line. Couldn't manage anything there.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Third and long, it's Richardson. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr., and that brings up fourth and long. The Colts are ready for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. No return on that punt. And it'll be Jets football. They're out and set, first and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
Off play action, it's Fields. Gets everything he has under this throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with third and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
This one finds Taylor, and he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly.
Thomas Morstead on the punt. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be their football coming up. They've got first down from the 31. They bring their tight end left. Straight ahead with Taylor. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up second and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
To go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Running right with Herbert. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Got 5, and now it's going to be third down and 3.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down after a short game.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Another punt coming up for Rigoberto Sanchez. And he's getting the call for the second time this, and it's a fake. They only need a couple of inches. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs.
Here we go.
Hall running between the tackles. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Colts take possession as he makes his fourth interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the press for moving the chains that time.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. One of the tight ends in motion left. Going to the ground again on first. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
First down throw here from Richardson. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. He'll get them enough for a first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll give to Herbert, running left. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Quick throw left side, complete. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. So now, here's 3rd and goal. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. It's the Colts looking at 3rd and 4. him right side. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts double their lead to 14. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, kid. Here we go, son. Chip slip. All right.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Complete over the middle. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, give him a chance to make a play.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Here we go. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Short pass brought in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Jets take their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. First down, ball at the 36.
Here we go, son.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Throw left side, complete. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Fields looking to throw. Chased out to his right. And this is cut. Touchdown, New York! The Jets cut into the lead on the last play of the half. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. Anders Carlson to tack on the extra point. And the kick is good, so they take some valuable points off that lead right at the end of this half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Don't jump.
Now Fields. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A gain of 27 yards there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. 1 play in, and already they're close to midfield. A pistol snap, Fields. That's complete to Wilson. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
The give on second to Hall. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Monday. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Throwing the out route complete. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Here we go.
2nd and 4. He's taking a shot towards the end zone. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, New York. Carlson now to add one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets tie things up at 14. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Starting from the 5. And look at this return. And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or two shy of the 40-yard line. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. They motion the tight end over. Taylor trying the left side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Jets take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Wow, this has been a great game so far, Brock. A hard-fought first half, but they're really offering an edge to their opponent here by throwing a pick on their opening drive.
And now we'll get to see if they can capitalize that and pull ahead. They've already got the ball once this half. You know that they're loose, and now they get it back just 1 snap later.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Didn't take a rocket scientist to know, Kate. They want to get the ball in this guy's hands any way they could, not just in the passing game, and he just showed you why. This defense not prepared for his impact on the ground.
And he gets in, touchdown! The Jets pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Justin Fields touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. That one splits the uprights. And the Jets break that tie and now lead by 7. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Play action with Richardson. He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Taylor now up the middle. And they take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the third. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts tie this game at 21. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Mayday. Right.
Here's Fields to throw. On target to his man Taylor. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Here we go, son. Right.
1st down throw for Fields. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go.
Another throw for Fields. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Colts take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun, Taylor. And they had that one contained right at the line. Quincy Williams making the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. He sent a man in motion. Richardson on 3rd. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. On first down, it's Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now a handoff to Taylor. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. To throw, Richardson. Completed over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
With Taylor. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's all now. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They've got a man in motion. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Intercepted in the end zone.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
He'll throw it from his own end zone. Hits him on the out route. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, son. Go.
A toss right side to Hall. Works the sideline to the 30. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Don't jump. Ready? Hey, can. All right.
Fields out of the gun. That's caught. He finds Allen Lazard. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle, they showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
This one finds Taylor. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 38 out of the play, and it's good enough for a New York first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Toss play, this is Hall. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Here we go. Sit high.
Looking to throw Fields. Escapes the pocket. He brings it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal.
Good night.
Hall's going to try to smash his way in. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Good night.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets take a 4th quarter lead. Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set him up with a feint one way, and then you hit him with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell, stopping you from reaching that end zone.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Richardson. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr. So 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And they get this down to the 44 before... A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 10. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Out, let's go. Say hi.
Out of the shotgun, Fields has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here we go. We're good. Go.
A pistol snap, Fields escapes out to the left. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go, son. Right.
Looking to throw. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And they pick him off again. Nick Cross has it. And the Colts have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
4 picks, 1 game. Yeah, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Now a give right side to Herbert. And it's barely anything on that run, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. Second down now, 7 to go. Here's a give to Taylor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Throwing now. That's caught for the 1st. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Timeout taken by New York. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. 1st down, ball at the 36. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Setting up to pass. Warren's got it, complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. All their timeouts left, but not much time itself. It's 1st and 10.
19,
Putting a receiver in motion. Back to throw. On target to his man Taylor. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
And they corral him after a minimal gain to the 21. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9. Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. So the rookie getting a chance at a signature moment here in his 1st season. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. That one is good! And that, folks, is your game winner!
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Gibson now to return. A reverse on the opening kickoff. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. So it's the Colts who come away with a win on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Colts are winners as we say so long from New York.